Welcome to my FMOD sound effects demo. My name is Sabrina Foldi. I designed the sound effects for the Urbana map in Cube 2. And I'm going to show you some examples of how I did that with FMOD Studio. First, I chose my map. I made some customizations. And then I created my asset list to track game events, concepts, and recording notes. For the sound effects, I used a few sound libraries, but I also did my own recordings with a Tascam DR40 and a condenser mic in my home studio. Then I cleaned the samples in Audacity and designed the sounds in Ableton. The original map has only dirt for the ground type, so for contrast, I covered a section with metal flooring. In FMOD, I used the coordinates of the metal area to create conditions where, if the player is within those coordinates, the event plays the metal footsteps, otherwise it plays the dirt footsteps. For the dirt sounds, I recorded myself walking on gravel and removed the high end. I also wanted to include some sounds to show that the player's gear is rustling as he walks, so I took recordings of myself rustling and dropping a big jacket. Then, in FMOD, I set this multi-instrument to play only 30% of the time. For the metal footsteps, I recorded myself using heavy boots on a metal tray, and I took the reverb tails from the loudest footsteps and applied them to all of them, so all metal footsteps have a bit of a ring after them. When the player picks up ammo, I wanted it to sound like he's picked up something metallic and is attaching it to an ammo pouch. So I took an ammo box and recorded myself rattling the handle and the metal bits, and then I recorded myself opening Velcro ties. I placed a few teleporters in this map, and since they hover in place, I wanted them to create a low looping hum. The teleporter is a 3D object. I created a wide, smooth roll-off on entry with the spatializer. This way there's a gradual change in volume as the player approaches and moves away. There are two monsters, the Ratamahata and the spider. The Ratamahata looks like a lizard creature, and so I wanted his voice to be a layering of growls, clicks, and hisses. For the growl, I recorded my voice, decreased the pitch, and then added a phaser and a low-pass filter. Pitching it down gave it the clicky, rattly quality I was looking for. For the hiss, I recorded myself shaking rice in a strainer. For the pain sounds, I increased the pitch for the hiss so it sounds sharper. When the player's in pain, I used a sample of someone dying in pain and pitched it down. I created a health alert for the player. In FMOD, I used the player health parameter and trigger regions to play 2 stages of an alarm based on the player's declining health. The spider looks like a robot, so for his voice I wanted to use digital sounds and squeals. I did this with samples of computer beeps, a monster squeal, and a rattlesnake hiss, and then I layered them with other computer sounds to create emotional expressions. For the spider's pain sounds, I added my own voice, added a vocoder, pitched it up, and added a flanger. I wanted the rocket launcher to sound heavy, metallic, and futuristic. So I used samples of explosions, fire, mechanical sounds like metal scrapes and doors closing, and a kick drum to enhance the weight of the blast. I made the sound in 4 layers: an explosion, the muzzle in, the muzzle out, and then the gun reset. The explosion layer is a group of sounds which I compressed to give it good punch. I made sure each track was EQ'd so there was no muddiness. In FMOD, I placed these 4 layers in 4 multi-instruments. I set them to play randomly and applied slight pitch variations so you hear a different variation of the blast and the mechanics each time. When the spider's grenade goes off, I wanted a quick alarm just before the explosion, and I wanted it to sound like a digital device, since it seems to look kind of like the spider. So I used samples of machines powering up, and I created 3 variations. I hope you enjoyed my sound design work. Thanks for watching.